My name is Maureen Williams and I'm 72 years old. I had the test popped through my letterbox. I knew nothing about it at all. I'd had heard of bowel cancer. I did the test and within a week I had a letter back to say that it wasn't clear, but not to worry, would I do another test, which I did. That was followed by asking me to come to hospital to speak to a nurse, again, which I did. They were really helpful and put me sort of quite at ease. But then I had to go and have a colonoscopy, which I was very nervous about. But again, the hospital, the nurses, everyone was absolutely brilliant. I had the colonoscopy and it was found that I had a tumour. When I was told it was cancer, it's quite a frightening word. It is a frightening word, but I was very reassured. The hospital were absolutely brilliant. I had a specialist nurse who talked me through everything. And I devoured all my books from Beating Bowel Cancer, all the leaflets, and I felt a lot more relieved once I'd read a lot more about it. Considering I'd had no symptoms whatsoever that anything was wrong, I was quite surprised. And it was all done very, very quickly. Within about 2 weeks, I'd seen a specialist. I'd had a CT scan, followed by another visit to the surgeon. When I saw the surgeon, I had a friend with me because I think because you're nervous, you don't always take in everything they're telling you. She was very good. She asked some of the questions I didn't think to ask. And then in June, the beginning of June, I was taken in. I had the operation. It was caught so early. I had no follow-up whatsoever. I didn't have to have a bag. I didn't have to have any follow-up treatment, chemo or radiotherapy. And my tests afterwards proved that I was totally clear and hopefully I've got a 95% chance of full recovery. I've got 2 daughters plus 4 grandchildren and they were all absolutely brilliant through the whole thing. They were there for me and mainly my girlfriends. They were so supportive. And one of them was there as I opened my eyes after the operation. She was standing there with me. And yeah, that's very important to have family and friends around and to talk to them about it. I talked to my one friend particularly. I was terrified of the CT scan. I was terrified of the MRI scan, and she actually went and saw my doctor beforehand and got me a Valium because I was going to be 70 the year I was diagnosed. I'd arranged a big party, 70 people, it was all going to be, and so that's all cancelled. But actually, they let me home on my 70th birthday. I had the operation, I came out on my 70th birthday, and it was brilliant. It was such, such good news. I'd tell anyone that's going to get this test come through the post, please, please do it, because as I just said, I had no symptoms whatsoever, and I was picked up with a tumour. And because it was picked up so early, touch wood, it's been really successful. I think people are loath to do the test in some cases because it's all about your bottom, isn't it? And as somebody said, we don't talk about anything in our knickers in England. So I think that that is possibly one of the reasons people don't like doing it, because they think it's something messy. But it is only waste after all, so why not do it? Please look at the Beating Bowel Cancer website. You'll get a lot of information. If there's anything you need to know, give the nurses a call. They're really, really helpful there. So please do it.